Life path number 8, how you doing? So this is your tarot reading for the life path number 8, or for the life of Brian, or for Leo. But someone that's called Brian, okay, also a lion, so definitely Leo here, life path number 8. But I'm hearing donations. Donna, the name Donna or donation. But I'm hearing air raid, like an air raid shelter or raids, like raids, like Gatorade. Or like a raid on a shelter, like an air raid shelter, like a... And all of a sudden, like, the alarms go off, or the alarm bells, and you're like, brother, it's Adrian. Oh, the name Adrian? The bells. So the name AD, or ADD, or Adrian. But I'm hearing, like, these alarms going off, and this, like, raid of this shelter of, like, it's a bit like Black Friday or something, and the doors open, and everybody just, like, comes crashing in, and, like... Whoa, what on earth am I hearing? Like something crashing. Like, I don't know if this is like someone that's at a hospital and this is like I don't know, somebody's, if they've got diabetes or something and they have a crash. Okay. What on earth is this about someone having an accident or a crash? You're probably... oh dear. This is where I get in a muddle where people are not going to understand. So I'm just going to go with the people that do. Something around a Cancerian and like a skidding out of control in snow is what I'm picking up. Like an ambulance, or you work for these kind of people, but like an ambulance being called out to where you work, or an ambulance being called out by exhaustion. Because I'm hearing like an exhaust pipe. It could be to do with around a Cancerian. It could be drinking or driving, because it could be chuffing on a pipe. So that might be an addiction of some sort. And then I'm also hearing like an ambulance. Amber, the name Amber. Amber Leaf. It came out for another reading. Amber, well, there was a sign for you. So look at the other reading where it says look out for a sign. I think that was in the last reading I did of Aquarius. Look out for a sign. Or one of the readings, it said look out for a sign. There was a sign. So whatever I was talking about. So around Amber or Amber Leaf, or a relief worker, or an ambulance, or maybe skidding out of control in a pipe that would represent to me, telling me around a car or Cancerian in the snow, or a physical car itself, around an ambulance, or someone through exhaustion is doing too much for exhaustion, and there might be something about breathing, okay, breathing apparatus, masks. You might be relieved from work, but if there's loads of people all coming in, then there's something very strange going on around an amber or an amber alert about like relief workers and like feeling relieved, but like being relieved from work, meaning that we can let you go. It's like an old wartime person or something, because I heard an air raid shelter of someone that is now physically like relieved from duty. Now the call of duty, the call of duty. So you might be like, well man, I can't wait, I'll get home and play on Call of Duty. So someone's at home playing on Call of Duty. So if someone's skiving off work, they're at home playing on Call of Duty. There is something around being relieved from work here, being relieved from work, or relieved from, like if you're a wartime person and they get relief to come and visit the family if they're gone out to war or things like this, or Afghanistan or places, I don't know, is what I'm hearing, is someone that's there, they get like relief from that, and then they come back and visit for work. There is some sort of like relief worker though, like a care worker or a relief worker, and because I keep saying worker, let's worker into the ground. So I don't know, someone is like slave labour, okay, Stave or Steve, or slave labour. I keep hearing esquire, like squires or esquire. Okay, like Sir Elton John, or Sir Paul McCartney. Well, they are actually coming out with a new album very soon. So it's kind of like something is publicly, well, Paul McCartney is in December, I feel. Well, I kind of predicted it last month. But like this broadcast of something that goes, and it comes on the telly or something, and it's like this alert, like we are relieving you, or we're releasing you, or someone gets released from prison. Sorry, or like someone gets off work or gets off with It's all to do with around work, relief workers, getting off with it, people skiving, people sitting at home playing Call of Duty while people are exhausted doing work, more work than others. Some people are being lumbered with a load of work, and then some people are like, oh bro, I'm just gonna sit at home, I've got a bit of a bad throat, let's sit on there and play Xbox. So you kind of got, I don't know who these people are, but some people are exhausted, some people are, it's around a Cancerian. I really don't know what I'm kicking on around the car and relieved about a car. Like, because there's some sort of like feeling relieved, feeling relief. Or a tea leaf. Could be happening also around a 7. Could be 7 of Swords. Or a leaf. Relief. You see, I am picking up of 7 of Swords around you. Of someone like in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, and feeling very relieved that people are coming in and people are coming out, and there's a lot, there's an even flow. So you're definitely dealing with a Stephen or an Even, right? Or Ethan or Evie or something like that. Okay, and like a swayed motion of like things coming in and coming out and coming in and coming out. You got Gemini energy here also, of like buying and selling, in and out and in and out. Because I don't know why I keep hearing this. Okay, breathe in, now breathe out, now breathe in, and breathe out. So I don't know whether people work for the medical services or something. I'm also hearing like social services. So this is to do with around children and like people that work for children with disadvantages or something like that. Because I feel like there's an advantage and there's a disadvantage here also in your channel messages, life path number 8. Of like feeling relieved, and then some people not being relieved, and some people being exhausted by everybody else that's off sick. Elsie or Effie or Devi. But like everybody else that's off sick, I'm relieved the fact that I'm off. And there's this energy of, I don't know, like exhaustion, like needing to take a break. I mean, I don't know if someone's chuffing on an exhaust pipe. So I don't know what that's for. I mean, it could be a mamba. You could be chuffing on someone's mamba. Or mama. Mamba? Mama jamma. You're right, Mama jamma. Someone's in a jam anyway. Or Jan. You're right, Jan. You're all late, are you? Or Leos? Leos. There's Leos. There's a trio of Leos here. Trio of Leos. Someone's got Leo, Leo, Leo. Leo Sayer pulling an all-dayer. Someone's pulling an all-day shift. It's like, I work from day and night. There's Paul McCartney. It's a hard day's night, and I've been working like a cat. Cat, you're right, Cat. As everybody say, hello, everybody in the chat. You're right. Steve's going to type it now. Hello, everyone, and then we're all going to laugh, right? So there's something like I don't know, like a trio of Leos, or I can wait another day until I call you. Na 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 na. It only takes a couple of years when everything's aflutter, but I know to be right. No more lonely nights. You could be dealing with also around a Virgo energy, that there are no more lonely nights. I no longer feel lonely. So someone's getting comfort. Someone's getting a comforter for Christmas, like a doona. You could be Donna, or you could be from down under, and you call it a doona. It's like, oh, you're right, doona. Or you could be from Scass, and like, oh, don't they? Oh, no, they don't. Oh, no, they do. Don't they? It's like, I don't know. So that's how they speak up there, don't you? So it's like, all right, hey, you like that kid? Hey, getting on, you like that kid? Yeah, but how do they do? Don't. Anyway, so what we're talking about? Trio of Leos. Like trio, they like home and they want go home. Leo, come and they want go home. So Leo wants to go home. So there's a Leo that comes and then wants to go home. It's like, well, they're coming and then they want to come home. And then they're going and then they want to come home. So they want to come home. So someone wants to go back to their house. Oh dear, I'm getting a little bit emotional. Why is that for? Leo just wants to come home. I just want to come home for Christmas. Because because I'm also hearing the actual Christmas song, life path number 8, or Leo. Come home for Christmas. Yeah, Christmas songs. Christmas Carol. The name Carol or Anne. Carol Ann. But Christmas songs. Coming home for Christmas. Someone's coming home for Christmas. Whoever it is, you're going to get relief. The fact that someone's coming home for Christmas. So there you go. So there's the relief worker. So there's a Simon, or a sign of relief. So you'll have to watch the other life path numbers. Relate it to your star signs. Of relief, of a sign that has now been possibly given, the fact that someone is coming home for Christmas. Coming home for Christmas. Could be family. You might get to meet your family again, see them. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to leave it at that. I don't know what this Cancerian energy is for. This car. Don't really know. But it's I don't know why I keep picking up, but I don't know what that Cancerian's doing here. So sorry if you're a cross-watcher Cancerian, but I'm hearing, I don't know what that car's doing here. So it's like someone pulls up, 11:11, there you go, I must be on the clock. But like, giving up the cock Cinderella, well, it's a nice place to visit, but I don't think I would live there. You're like, oh, what's that car doing there? Oh, really? There. It's kind of like you pull up and you're like, oh dear, it's like, their car's here. It's like, oh, Jesus, Scheiße, what are they doing here? So, someone that you want to visit, someone you don't, and you're like, oh my God, the in-laws are here. Or something like Laura's here, or the in-laws are here. Or it's like, oh, what are you doing at my door? There's the door, in the door, out the door, in the door, out the door, in the door. You're definitely dealing, look at the Aquarius reading, number 8. But something like in the door, out the door, in the door, out the door. It's like, what are they doing at my door? Because someone's knocking at your door, someone's ringing the bell. Do me a favour and open the door, let them in. It's like, well, I'm going to huff, and I'm going to puff, and I'm going to blow your house in. Someone's going to blow your house in. Blow your house up. Why on earth would someone want to blow their house up? Well, I don't know, it's going to be Crowded House. Anyway, there you go, there's some more tunes for you. So you got Paul McCartney, someone's knocking at your door. You've now got Crowded House. So you got Crowded House, whatever it is. It's like, bruv, two's company, three's a crowd. So you're definitely dealing with a 2, Libra, and you're definitely dealing with a 3, which is Pisces. So for a lot of you are like, man, what are they doing here? Or the Pisces, or the 2 in Libra is saying, oh, right, really, they're here. What are they here for? Then what are you doing at my door? That's someone that's in the door, out the door, in the door, out the door, visiting 2 or 3 people at once, and you're like, oh, really, they're here. What are they doing here? But no idea. Anyway, there you go. You must be blind to the truth. So you're definitely dealing with around Libra. I feel number 8, or Leo, or Aquarius. There you go. Life path number 8, Leos or Aquariuses. So what's the Aquarius reading? See if it relates. If they do, there you go. There's your 8s. So 888 Lions Gate. 24, 4, 5, 6. Gemini, Capricorn. Gemini and Capricorn are up in the house as well. Anyway, we're going to leave it at that. It's just numerology. One you can't count. I need fingers to count. The Count Dracula. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scorpio. So you might know a Scorpio, and you're like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And is anybody of you dancing or something? And you're like, okay, let's go dancing. Like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One count. Some word is from Van Count or something, because it speaks a bit like Count Dracula. Van Helsing, a van or a Van Helsing, or Vanity. Vanity Affair, Cancerian, Libra. But there you go, there's the Aquarius reading. Vanity Affair, in a van, out a van. In a van, out of a van. Jason, Elijah as your mum. So Joel here, you're right. So Van Helsing, in a van, out of a van, in a van, out of a van. Or the name Elizabeth Van Helsing. Elizabeth Van. Queen Elizabeth, the Queen's Gambit. So they came out for an Aquarius reading. The Queen's Gambit. Chess. I don't know. We're probably waiting for a message from the Queen. Aren't we, dear? Yes. She speaks during Christmas, the Queen. But I just heard chocolate eyes. Chocolate eyes. Why am I often singing that one? Anyway, choose a new direction. It's whatever direction you're going in, it seems to be the wrong one. Well, isn't it always? Is it the right direction? Rice direction? Rice? Annika Rice? Damien? Damien Rice. Ba 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 ba. What's the other one I'm thinking of with Damien Rice? It was a chess, wasn't it? About that. Different chess. Different chess. So there's a Damien Rice song, I'm sure, called Different Chests. And I can't remember how that one goes. Different strokes. What are you doing here, Willis? Someone's Willis. Willis? Willis or Phyllis? What are you doing here, Willis? Anyway, let's see. Choose another direction, but we don't know what that is yet. Like path number 8, or Leo, or Aquarius. Even though I've just done an Aquarius reading. But let's see. So life path number 8, or healing year number 8, or soul urge number 8, which happens to be me. Lionsgate, soul urge number 8. It's kind of like someone's playing bingo. Beano or bingo. Compromise. Choose another direction and compromise. Your compromisation skills. You're compromised at the moment by Libra energy. You're feeling difficult about a direction to take. I don't know what to do with them. It could be them as well. I don't know what to do about them. I need to compromise. You need to have work skills is what I'm picking up, of more skilled worker. So more compromisation skills. So if you're being treated like shit, then you need to renegotiate your terms and compromise a little better by what you want and what you don't. It's coming up for Aquarius reading. The energy is think about and ask for what you want and not what you don't. Because if you was looking for a Christmas present, you would be going, oh, well, I really don't want that, I really don't want that, I really don't want that, I really don't want that. And then all of a sudden you haven't let the people know and they buy you that and you're like, well, I didn't want that. And you're like, well, of course they didn't. Why didn't you tell me that you didn't want that? And you're like, oh, yeah, well, I didn't speak up. I mean, Leos, come on, speak up. You know, don't feel intimidated. Speak up with what you want and what you don't, right? Because I'm hearing, well, oh, they do, don't, they don't. It's like, well, I do want it, I don't want it, I do want them, I don't want them, I do want them, I don't want them, I do want them, I don't want them. And it's like, oh my God, do they want me or don't they want me? What the hell is it that you want, Helgar? Could be dealing with a Taurus. So like, what do you want? Like, I don't know what you're doing at my door. So you are dealing with something to do with those energies. I don't know what you're doing at my door. I don't know what you're doing with my daughter. Ooh, okay. What are you doing with my daughter? What are you doing with their daughter? Crosswatcher. Someone's doing something with someone's daughter. Don't know. Downton Abbey. An Abbey. Abigail. Someone's doing something with the daughter of Abby. The daughter of Abby. Oh, okay, there's probably a pregnancy here, maybe. The daughter of Abby. Downton Abbey. But compromise, let's see, life path number 8 for December. So you got don't stop, trust, and a year from... Really, that's a lot of good, Steve. A year from now. Well, next year, tune in again to this and see what happens. Okay, but a year from now, trust that in a year from now, your life will be transformed from a car to a plane. That things will happen. But I don't know if you're setting seeds for the heart of the sun around Leo of a plan of something that you want to do next year, which can be like, hopefully, thank God that I will be moved into a new state or town, or I'll be able to go on holiday next year and not this year. Because what I'm hearing is that that you can't stop at the moment. It's like, I can't stop, it's blah blah blah. And you're like, well, God, I hope this changes next year, because if not, I am not going to see the family next year. I am literally going to exempt myself from karma. I'm going to exempt myself from everybody else, and I am going to do something different next year. So I feel that some of those messages of the next year is to do with your Christmas sort of time energy. Because that will be a year from now, right? So December, so Emma, Emberly, Emma, anything to do with M, okay? Also an emblem, or mum, Ember's mum, or a mum. I'm going to do something different next year with my mum. Don't know what that is for. If you can't see family, you might bypass it this time and do something next year, right? Because I really feel like trust, something is going to change with you next year. Because there's this energy of like, don't stop over, right? If you really feel like that you shouldn't and that you don't want to, then don't, right? Don't do something that you don't want to do, right? Don't force yourself into it. Don't force yourself out of it. Well, I don't know. But you've kind of got this, don't stop, right? Don't stop over. Trust that in a year from now, things will be different, right? So hold back your energy. Pull back the reins, Lorraine or Cancerian or around them. Pull back the reins. Don't stop, right? Don't go over and visit, because it's a nice place to visit, but I don't know if I would stop there. America's Most Wanted. It's come out through other readings. I don't think I would. I'm not going to stop there. Things will change next year if I hold back and then stand up for what I want, other than going into what I really don't want. I don't want to be involved in it. I don't want to go into that circumstance. So why would I? So what are you doing here, right? So instead of all of that, just hold back the reins, don't do it, and then do something that you want to do other than what everybody else wants to do. Take back your energy, don't do it, okay? Compromise by saying, you know what, I think I'll just bypass this year and I'll actually do something next year with you, okay? So think about that, okay? So that's kind of your advice for, December, life path number 8, and then we're going to do a slight tarot reading. And then what we do is, on the other side, we clarify these cards with another deck. After more cards here, if they're the same cards, that tells me of what these compromise, don't stop, trust a year from now is. If that clarified card shows up in this deck, then that tells me, and we look for patterns of what that physically is, okay? But it only goes to tier 2 members, I'm afraid, guys. If you want to be a part of it, it's the Secret 7 full access bundle, okay? But we show you the first part. So life path number 8, there you are, Lion's Gate, heading towards an Aquarian energy. It is involving Aquarius and also Leo here. So you might be going towards an Aquarius, and it could be what is causing the majority of the problems. But what you want to do is go after your dream, not go after what you don't want. That's what I'm saying. The 8 is a compromised energy of going after what you want, but don't go after what you don't want, which is saying don't stop, right? So it's going to visit, right? But your energy here of what it says is don't go to visit, because it's saying don't stop, right? So it might be I can't stop long, I'm just going to pop in and then pop out, but I can't stop long, right? So you kind of got that energy. But if there is something here where the messages at the beginning were right, that says, look, do something next year, don't do it this year. If you're very compromised around that energy, wait till next year, right? And then just like compromise by saying, look, I can't stop long, I'm only going to stop for a little bit. Or if you really feel like that's a bad circumstance of what you're going into, then don't. That's why it's saying don't stop, right? Don't stop. Because that's don't stop over, right? Don't go into something that you don't want to, right? Don't force your way into a circumstance where you know everyone's going, right? You're like, that ship, there is no way I'm going into that, right? So I'm not going to stop, I'm just going to bypass and go around it. I'm sorry, but no. So you kind of got this energy of like going around family members. Well, I'm just going to have to go behind your back and do that. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to have to discuss this with someone else. That's the F and Elsie. Let's see. Life path number 8. What they got coming up for December? Oh, 7 of Wands, there you go. So you got 8 of Cups, 7 of Wands. So no matter which way I go, everywhere I go, always take the weather with you. Everywhere I go, everywhere I go, do I feel like that I have to take a side? Who's on whose side here, Simon? Right, Simon says, or Cynthia says, sassy, right? But who says what, right? So I need to pick a side. Am I on my side or am I on your side? Anybody that is not anybody's side, then drop one, like Libra energy, drop the bollock, right? And just worry about yourself. Don't worry about picking sides or people that pick on you, right? Pff, no, you're not Pikachu. You are not the yellow ball that is in that thing, right? Whatever it is. Pikachu? No. Peaky Blinders. Be a Peaky Blinder. Right? You can see someone peeking behind the blinds. Like, what? It's something to do around Libra. Peeking behind the blinds. Someone could be tweaking and peeking. Tweaking. Anyway, so if you decide to go, you're being shut out of something, right? Being shunned, pretty much. As soon as I get there, they're going to flip out and cut me off anyway. So what's the point? If I try talking to you, what's the point? Every time I try, you just cut me off. So what's the point? You hang up on me. You don't want to know, or you come in and cause loads of drama and then make me feel that I'm not welcome. No, the welcoming, the woking, the wokamens, the wakens, the Wakefield. Someone from up north at Wakefield. Yeah, as soon as I get there, I get cut off. So what's the point? Yeah? What's the point in reaching out to these people? Don't just relate this to your love lives. It's your whole life. That's why I try to tell you. It's your karmic lessons are going to show you a hell of a lot more about life than what a love life will. But as soon as I get there, I get cut off. I'm not welcome. So what's the point? Right. As soon as I try to get in, you try to push me out. Try to lock me out. Lock. Lucy. 6 of Swords. It is to do with your family. That's what it is. It's to do with family here. It's to do with 6. Unless it's relationships. Because it could be multiple relationships. Because I'm hearing multiple. Molten Mowbray from Mowbray or Wolverhampton. But anyway, as I start to leave, I've got to pick a side, decide where it is that I want to go and see the family, if you are. Because somebody is putting up a boundary. That is good. 7 has grown. They do know. They have known. I have known you for a long time. And what I do know is that you have to pick a side. Are you picking on me or are you leaving me out? Because if you are leaving me out, then I'll go around you and I'll talk to the other lot about it first before I ask you, because I know that you're going to be picking sides, picking on me or making me feel like I have to choose them or choose you or choose where to go or choose not. Well, I choose myself. And if I have to go for a selfish person, then I'll go over your head and I'll go and speak to them directly. There you go. The manager. If you're having any problem with the manager, anybody else you want to know from others, go and speak to the manager, right? The manager, right? Manager. Anyway, let's see. Life path number 6. Sorry, no. Life path number 8. You could really be dealing with a 6 here. Family. Life path number 8. What have they got coming up, please? 2. Libra. Oh, do 2 what 2 do. 02 what to do. 6, 7, 8. There you go. You're just coming back up with your own number. You're just going around in circles here like a teddy bear. 1 step, 2 step. Tickling under there. Something to do with a little baby or a child or a grandchild here. But like the 1 step beyond. 1 step. Every time I take 1 step, I take 2 steps back. Polar. 2 steps forward, do you really want a love to last forever? Yeah. And it's a crying shame. Someone's blind to the truth that they're just going to go straight into it blind, leading the blind. It's like, no, I'm not going to listen. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm going to do anyway. So I'm going to go straight into it blindly. Even though the advice says don't. It's like, well, now I have to think. Do I really want to? Or don't I? Because it's saying don't stop. Don't stop. Well, that means, no, I'm not going to. I'm just going to do it blindly. Right? So your advice is don't. Don't just go into things blindly. Get the full amount of information. Choose a new direction. Could be a Libra. Right? Choosing a different path, choosing a different direction. Don't go into what it is that you feel is very uncomfortable. If it makes you feel uncomfortable, don't go. Choose another path. Right? Go somewhere else that does make you feel welcome. Right? Another person, another place, another journey. Life path number 8. Life path number 8. So there you've got the club. Let's join the club. Let's join the club. Someone's joining a club. Do you want to join? Do you want to join in? Joyce, rejoice. Do you want to join? Do you want to do it again? Mr. Ben. Could be a same-sex relationship here. There's someone that's getting frustrated about what they wear here. Well, that's Mr. Ben. That was a shop, right? A shopkeeper. Probably a lot of you can't remember that. Anyway, I mean, you could get a picture of someone. You might be shoving it right in their face and saying, okay, I'll just send you a picture. You don't know who it's from, but I'm just going to send you a picture anyway, right, of my wand. Shove it right in your face. There you go, bruv. Have a look at me wand. See what I'm worth. Right? Say, well, what are you holding? Well, I'm holding this. This is what I'm packing. What are you packing? Someone's packing up their stuff and they're going somewhere, packing up. Trust in this, well, opportunity that in a year from now, because this could be a year, because this is a never-ending opportunity, that things might change. Anyway, I'm blurting on. Let's go on with the rest of your reading so I can draw more cards and then we can see what the real problem seems to be. It's a real problem. But that's your reading so far, life path number 8. This only goes to the full access bundle over on Patreon. What we do is draw you more cards. As I clarify these, like I said before, that gives me patterns and sequences to show what's coming up for your tarot. Over there already is the 1st until the 15th. That has only come out on the Tier 2 memberships, on the full access. And there you have a bi-weekly, which you have 2 readings per reading. So in your bi-weekly star signs, you have a full spread clarified, and then I clear that away, and then I've done another spread also for your partner and what's going on in their life, their thoughts and their feelings, and so on and so forth. And that is done during every bi-weekly that doesn't come out on here. That is over on the full access bundle, and then you also get the extended version of this, and your monthly is also there also. Okay, you can find the link below. My advice would try and download the app and use the app in order to sign into Patreon if you are. But you can find all the details and links below, and loads of stuff that it says about over there. Personal readings, all that kind of stuff is in the link below also, guys. Thanks very much, life path number 8, and I will see you soon.